I think the best part of having the kids at home was the relationship that we were able to develop. I really enjoyed being able to share books together and share experiences together and have all that time together. It made for a much fuller family life, and I really enjoyed the education and how it kind of flowed in with life, that it wasn't a separate thing from life. It actually was in our life. So education became our life.
I think the best part about being educated at home is you don't have to do everything in one sitting. Like, if you get tired or anything, you can get up and come back to it later.
We create a learning atmosphere in the home. Peggy is devoted to constantly searching out new facts and logic, new perspectives on the world, new experiences, whether with music or field trips, art. And so we're constantly exposed to new and positive influences, and it creates a happier, holier home.
Because of their special needs, they had a lot of emotional problems. I'm trying to find the words, but a lot of issues as far as them coming home and crying because of different experiences they had during the day, or wasn't able to accomplish what they needed to accomplish. So
very stressful in the evening.
Their self-esteem kind of plummeted. And so as we brought them home, we were able to kind of focus curriculum more on what they were able to do. It was able to boost their self-esteem, give them more confidence, and allow them to do better than what they were doing.
So really, like my husband said, the hardest part is not really the school part. It's all the other parts. And dealing with each person in their stage, and to appreciate them for who they are in that stage, and try and embellish their strengths and support their weaknesses. And it really has nothing to do with subjects. Really, it's all about creating the person that they need to be and just being there for them.
With my teachers, because they didn't know what to do with me. And oftentimes they'd be teaching something and they'd get frustrated because I'm sitting there staring at them and getting excited about what they're saying and asking these questions about what was coming next. And they'd get frustrated because they were supposed to teach that next. And then they say, just put your head down, or go back in the corner, or they'd stick me in the back of the classroom, or they'd tell me to stick my head down. I was just too hyper. They just couldn't handle it.
Asking the teachers, asking the specialists, asking the therapists, what can I do to help these kids? What can I do to help them? And there were answers, but they were very general answers. Like, we have a lot of kids with this disability, and this is what we think all of them should do. And I said, well, she's different. She's an individual. She's got these other things. And we couldn't ever pinpoint it specifically for them with all of their things. There was wonderful advice out there, but it just never seemed to fit right. And so there came a point when we felt like it was time to bring Amber home, because the hostility at school was so overwhelming to her. And I really wanted to be able to nurture her and get back to who she was and find out what she needed. And then Rose, and then my other children. But the reason that I wanted them at home was so that I could find an education specific for them.
Well, to begin with, one of the biggest challenges was just getting started, trying to figure out curriculums, trying to figure out, and also worrying that we were going to miss something. that by pulling them out of school, that we were going to miss some big chunk, like a really, really important piece, and that we were going to mess up.
So today is actually a first day of a new term, and I am just, there are so many good intentions in homeschooling, and to be so forgiving with yourself is a high virtue that must be maintained, because nothing goes as planned. I mean, you can make all the plans and someone gets sick, or you know what? You just get bored, really, truly. And I said, we're going to start a new term and we're going to get going. And here I am. It's almost lunchtime and I'm still digging curriculum out from boxes downstairs, trying to get everything organized. You know what? It's okay. It's fine. It's summer and we're listening to good books when we're out in the car. We have good conversations and we're just enjoying one another. And that's a beautiful thing too. And so to stay organized, it is something that I aspire to, but it is very hard. It really is.
I really believe in them taking ownership of their education. So we sit down together and we set goals together, and then we find the curriculum that supports those goals, and then it goes in the book.
I think the system made a difference for me because I would lose track of things, of course, so it was easy to keep track of things. I think I would move slower when I didn't have it. I would kind of lose track and then, didn't do something for a week and then I didn't do something for a month, and now I'm suddenly way behind where I'm supposed to be or where I wanted to be at that time. And so just having the motivation of knowing what I needed to do that week or what I needed to do that day even was just something that really helped me move forward.
I would frankly love to see a tool that helps us to balance both of those methodologies. The more structured methodology, which may take advantage of a variety of different published sequences for learning math, history, geography, science, whatever the subject is, or the much more in touch programs that like Good and the Beautiful or other nation studying programs, which are very particular. Like you may focus in on horses for a little while and learn composition as you're doing horses. You may watch YouTube videos about care of horses. You may go to horse riding lessons, and all that is part of your very comprehensive, but I would think harder to track curriculum. So I would think that would be very beneficial to have a tool that kind of balances both the structured and the much more comprehensive program.
What I found through homeschooling, public school was hurt me. Homebound education saved me and healed me. In that way, I started working on my social problems. I started working on my learning. And one thing I learned through home-based education is since I'm in charge of my education, it doesn't matter if I failed high school or not. I'm still in charge, and I am the one that's going to succeed at this. I don't care if I'm 27. I can make it to college. I can make it through anything. And even if I don't, the one thing I know for sure is that I can learn, and I'm going to. I don't care what the world's going to say about me, and I don't care who they think I am. I know who I am.
I want to share that in my mind, as a parent, I am a teacher. And if you are a parent, you are a teacher.